Is this thing on? Are you on it? We're just
We're
going
doing
for
it.
it.
We're just going for it.
Oh my
We're
God!
not running the intro.
No, I know.
Oh,
Who told you?
We got 3 seconds. We got 3 seconds to grab people's
3
attention.
seconds. 3 seconds. Oh my God! She just went blank. So what happened was, Aiden lost another freaking tooth. It's like the 5th one in like 3 weeks. I can't even take this anymore. You don't understand. With this kid, he still got that $100 Amazon bill. So let me tell you what the tooth fairy did. This kid is pissed as shit. She left another note. The tooth fairy sure did and said, "Dear Aiden, the tooth fairy said, congratulations on losing another tooth. Your gift has been applied to your Amazon balance. Continue. Thank you for being a good boy, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a good boy, Aiden. I'm proud of you. Love the tooth fairy."
Oh my gosh.
I ain't playing. He ain't getting $1 until the Amazon balance is paid out. It was $100. He ain't getting no money from no tooth fairy.
Wait,
No.
so how many teeth does he have to lose until it's paid back?
You're so mean.
What?
How many teeth does he have to lose until it's paid back?
All of them.
Oh, this poor kid. He's going to be like pulling his teeth out to try and clear up this debt.
And he doing chores.
I think 2 is enough.
He
2.
on 4, 5.
2.
No, he got money the first tooth, I think, and then he ordered all the movies. So no.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, he lost though in a very short amount of time. He lost like 4 teeth in like a week.
Yeah. I don't know if he's like knocking them out because he's thinking he's gonna get an investment here, but no, bitch. No. $100 on Amazon Prime? No. Guess what? You gonna be 9. You ain't getting shit. She ain't real, motherfucker. No.
You're mean. You're so mean.
No.
Oh
$100? No, bitch. Go. You know what? Go empty the dishwasher, little boy. Go learn how to make some eggs for your brothers. Hell to the no. $100? 9 years old? Hell no. I was mowing the lawn. No. You can't tie your sneakers. Hell no.
Here's the question though. Here's my question. Would we really trust him to run the stove?
No.
Did you just said learn how to
or
make
a lawnmower? No.
Or the lawnmower.
No.
Let me play the intro while you think about that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you ready for this one? UCR.
We saying what we want, give it to you non-stop. Any place, anytime, not afraid to speak our mind. That's just the way we roll, we never gonna go. Unstoppable, original, uncensored radio.
Oh, we're back.
Speaking of sneaky behavior with little ones, my daughter this morning got up out of bed really early, went into the fridge because I bought these Smarties. They're like M&Ms. And she's sitting in the bed. She comes in and like sits in the bed and is like watching TV, eating them really quietly. So then I woke up and she's like, "Dad, close your eyes." Because she knows she's not meant to be eating chocolate for breakfast. She's just like really calmly though. She's like, "Dad, close your eyes." Like,
Well,
I don't know.
Though.
These children are just very conniving, aren't they?
did she not notice the other guy in the bed?
There was no one in my bed.
What happened?
You need to stop this
What
because you're
happened
very naughty.
to the guy who was pounding your kitty?
Oh
Or
my
was
God.
that the night? Oh, I get so confused with the time zone thing. So I'm like, for me, it could have been last night or this morning. But all I know is like, I'm like doing work for the show. And then I'm like, where the fuck is Luke? Where the hell is he? And he's like, girl, oh my God. He's like smashing me into the wall.
I did not say this. This is a lie. That's a lie.
Marie.
I
I'm
just
telling
said
you, I got
that-
Marie like texting me in 1 minute. She's like, oh my God, I just had the best sex ever. Like, Felix was just like ramming me into the wall. Luke's like, girl.
No,
my
Reed,
man
he's a
pussy.
liar.
Oh,
Isn't
I'm
he?
like, everybody's having sex.
Not texting, calling.
Yeah,
We talked on
Everybody-
the phone about it.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's
And I
having
just
sex.
briefly
but,
mentioned that I had someone that I'm not seeing them, but like we see each other regularly, and
But
that's
why
all
are you
I said.
defending it? Why are you defending it?
Because
You
I'm
need to defend
embarrassed.
it.
And
Why
you've got
are
a
you
big mouth.
embarrassed? Why are you embarrassed?
Because
I got a friend to come and punch my kitty. I got a friend to come punch my kitty.
Well,
you
you're
need to be
saying
embarrassed.
don't you still use your butt double?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, my God.
It's the COVID thing. This is what they predicted, that we were going to have a lot of sex and that a lot of people are going to be pregnant. So we went into Marshall's the other day and it seemed like everybody was pregnant. We're like, is this like serious right now? Like, is everybody really pregnant? So we're supposed to have like a baby
People had nothing
boom.
to do. They had
What do
nothing
you
to
do?
do. They were locked up together.
Well, would you say that you're
The COVID
married?
baby boom.
Did your sex life increase?
Yes.
It did? Like crazy?
Actually, COVID-19, guys. COVID-19. There was
she's done
just
a
a
delay
bulletin
or
update.
what?
I think she's... Can she hear
No,
you?
huh?
Can you hear
Who, me?
Jeff?
What is
Yes.
this?
Yeah.
Like Macy's Day Thanksgiving fucking parade? Hello?
No,
Earth
I can hear
parade.
I said yes. For me, it did because I was home for a month and a half, and I'm normally working all the time. And my job is 10 hours. You don't get breaks. You are lucky to be able to go pee. And when I get home after that, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So like this has been like probably the most time that we've been able to spend together.
It saved your marriage, hasn't it? COVID-19 saved your marriage.
He's not complaining about that. He's complaining about my OCD cleaning. Because what else do you do when you're in the house?
Bitch, that's because you won't let him take a shit in the downstairs bathroom.
Okay, well, listen, why is this the wrong thing for me? I have 2.5 baths. 2.5 baths, right? So the 2 full baths are upstairs. So I have my own bathroom. He has his own bathroom. There's a half a bath downstairs. That's for company. It's beautiful. There's artwork in there. I keep it clean. I don't want nobody shitting in my downstairs bathroom. Why is that such a problem? Like, walk upstairs and go take a shit. Like, it's supposed to stay clean and nice. Like, I don't want people to come and use my bathroom because it's a small little half bath and be like, phew, it smells like shit in here. Like, why?
Gosh, I need you to design my bathroom. Because mine's just about, I don't care what's going on in there.
All my bathrooms are different. They all have different color themes. Like mine is like pink and girly and pretty and beiges and stuff. His is like grays and blacks. And then the downstairs is the like red, brown, gold stuff. It matches my downstairs. But I just feel like, because it's such a small little bathroom, no window, nothing like that. Like, you don't want people, pooping in there, and then if someone's like, oh man, can I use your bathroom, be like, phew, it smells like shit in here.
Okay, but how many visitors you got coming over to your house right now that your husband
I know, but I want
can't
that
dump
bathroom,
out?
I want that bathroom to be spotless. Why is that so bad? Like, I want it to be like nice and spotless and pretty. Like, even the toilet seat cover is white, and my sister's like, are you crazy? It's white. I was like, yes, it's white. I like it, clean.
But he a grown man.
I know. That's why he takes a shit in there, and then he says, ha, 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 that's why I'm taking a shit in your half bath.
Oh, see, well, he an asshole. He an asshole then. So he deserves it. So, yeah, he can walk his ass upstairs.
James, you brought up to me, speaking COVID-19, James found on The Guardian, on an international webpage, do you want to say what you found about my hometown? Yeah. This is terrible.
So, news out of Rockhampton. A Rockhampton aged care nurse.
Here we go.
Shut up. Don't even, okay? Don't do this. Don't call me out. Just let me try, okay? Okay.
You can try, baby. It's all right.
But a Rockhampton aged care nurse with COVID-19 continued to work while sick. The nurse had continued to work at the aged care facility while unwell. Queensland Sheriff Chief Health Officer Jeanette Young said she described it as very unfortunate. We are clarifying what exactly happened there. It's very, very concerning, and all I can say is to everyone out there, if you are sick with any symptoms, it doesn't matter how mild they are for this particular infection. Even with mild symptoms, you can transmit this infection to other people. If you have any symptoms, please just be ultra cautious, isolate yourself at home, and get tested. Young said there are 115 residents, 180 staff members at the aged care home who will be tested for COVID-19. The case has come out of nowhere. Now they have another case, and they need to manage that case, which is what they're doing. And so that's a very important lesson for all of us across the state. We have not beaten the virus yet.
Yeah, well, here we never had much of an outbreak at all, just some people off the Ruby Princess. So this is a little bit alarming because we're a small town. And I don't know, I think it's very unfortunate and a little bit selfish of this person to be still working while she was unwell. I don't know why somebody, it's everywhere. We know that if we're not well, we need to be not only mindful of ourselves and our patients' health, but there's the wider community. And yeah, I just think it's a very unfortunate thing, and it's a bit alarming as well. But we'll just see what happens, I guess. We'll just see how they manage it now that they're already on top of it. And hopefully...
Well, where the hell did she get sick?
Well, I'm trying to find all this out. I think she traveled to Brisbane and there was people on a flight that had it. So I don't know the story though. Like really, James just brought this up to my attention 10 minutes before we come on. I'm like, oh my God.
You sent me the story.
Well, you went into it because I didn't read it.
Oh,
so I will call this out. You sent me the story.
I'm like, James, quickly read this. Tell me what it's about. So
oh my God. And you talk about me, James. Listen, if this bitch is over in Australia, like, here, read the Australian news. I can't be bothered. That was not an Australian accent. I don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah, it's a bit cockney.
Pish posh, I can't hear. Read my news. I don't know what the hell's going on. He knows more about what's going on in America half the time than I do, Marie. I'm like, okay. Well, he's like, oh, did you see what's going on with Trump? And I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on with Peach Blossom. I don't care particularly.
Well, over here, they were encouraging people to call out. You could file for unemployment. You can get workers' comp. There was different things, like if you felt that you had the virus, to not pass it around. Yeah, so I don't know why somebody would do that if, you could sit at home for 2 weeks. And
they literally doubled the benefits here for unemployment right now. The payments completely doubled. I think they're getting like $1,100, so $550 a week just to stay home. Which, I mean, it's not going to replace your wage, of course, but it'll get you by.
Yeah, what's that going to do for you, bitch? You couldn't even pay for your makeup.
Oh, hey. I've got bronzer on.
Thank God, Casper. You're finally not blinding me.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on the other day. I just didn't look good, did I? I was a bit... Oh.
Like, Marie naturally looks like Snow White. It's natural. Her normal whiteness with her black hair. You, bitch, don't normally look like Snow White, so it's very unnerving when you look like a vampire.
A vampire.
We do have another guest joining us. Miss Sandy is on the line.
Oh, hey, Sandy.
G'day. How's everyone?
We're good. So you've obviously just heard about the case in Queensland as well.
Yeah, little old central Queensland with a case out of nowhere, apparently. Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, what do you think the mentality is behind these people that just, do you think it's that people don't take it as seriously in these regional areas because we haven't seen it? We haven't seen it like New York's seen it.
No.
And we haven't seen it.
I guess regional Queensland, hasn't seen it like that. But, I mean, we have televisions, like we can see that this is serious. And I mean, the absolute lack of regard for older people as well. To go to a nursing home, I'm not sure, we're not clear yet whether this person was symptomatic and if they knew or had any idea. But I mean,
I think that article says that she was unwell.
Oh, that's, yeah, I'm sorry, but
continue to work.
I'm really
Maybe
disappointed.
she was trying to get to the well, kids.
I just think it's disappointing. Very disappointed that people aren't following public health precautions around this. I mean, it is serious. And a nursing home, I mean, we know that older people are extremely susceptible and vulnerable to COVID. So, yeah.
Well, let's be honest too, this very same thing happened down south, where one of the biggest outbreaks was in a nursing home due to another staff member doing this very same thing. So I don't know what the answer is really, because people just aren't being mindful of just what can happen.
Well, maybe they think they're being an angel of mercy.
No, Jeffrey. I ain't going there with you.
No.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I don't know what the care is like in Australia. I don't, but I know in America, the place specifically where my uncle was. If I was a nurse that saw the care that these people got, knew what their lives were like, and I mean, I could see somebody looking at a very hopeless situation for a lot of people, thinking maybe this was a better option for them. I could see that mentality. I could understand it. I'm not saying that it's a good way to go.
My mom works in a place like that, and she wouldn't even see us, her own children, her grandchildren, in fear that one of us could be sick, give it to her, and then in turn, she would bring it to the residents, because she said so many of them are holding on by a thread that if it went in there, it would have killed so many of them. And, we are going to stay away from each other for a while. We talk on the phone and stuff just for the safety for what she does for a living.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us have done that. Like, we've all been, like at one point, I had even pulled my daughter out of daycare, which we spoke about, just to lessen that chance. And then when here was very stable, there was no outbreak in our town. So I was like, okay, well, then she can resume going, because they didn't shut down the daycare. And that was my choice, though, to sort of protect my family, because my concern mostly was that if someone in the community had it and it was, transmitted through a daycare, it could then go home to my mother, because my mother's one of the carers for my child.
I mean, in Australia at the moment as well, we have an aged care royal commission happening right now. There's a huge inquiry into care standards at aged care facilities, and it's not too different from what Jeffrey and Murray have, described, that, there is really poor care for the aged people. And I think it's the attitudes in society towards aging people, just a discarded, peoples. Like they just get discarded and disrespected. So, yeah, I'm so disappointed with hearing that someone was symptomatic. I didn't know that they knew they were unwell, turned up to work, and has potentially jeopardised the health of some very vulnerable people here in central Queensland. Disappointing.
I think it's probably indicative of our society right now, though. Everyone's a little bit selfish, aren't they? I think this mentality of like, oh, me, I'll go to work, I'll be fine. And I think that attitude needs to shift for the greater good.
But, okay, also, what if it was, even if it wasn't symptomatic, but what if it was so mild, they thought it was allergy.
A cold, yeah.
Just a simple cold, like, I wouldn't think anything of it, because there's people that
we've been told to be heightened, we've been told to be aware of any symptom at all. Like, our public health promotion going on here in Australia is anything at all. You have an itchy butt, you could have COVID, like, get it sorted. That's
right. But if you're thinking, right, but if you're talking about in a pressured situation where you're working in one of those places where there's nobody to cover. They're already running in a place where there's no coverage. There's nobody to fill in when you're sick. There's nobody to come in, because one of the girls that I know now is in this situation to where she's ending up going in on a Friday. She's supposed to get out, she'd go in Friday evening at like 11, so she would get out Saturday morning. Definitely breaking the law, but she's working till Sunday night.
Yeah, and here's the problems with privatization of healthcare. Here are the issues right in front of you. You privatize healthcare, and these are the problems that you're going to get. You're going to get a workforce that are pressured because it's in the market. There's these elements now that you can't avoid in a private healthcare market. And I mean, we're seeing it increasingly.
No, these are actually in state. There's no employees. And then you take all these people out. I mean,
how does it work over there, actually, guys?
It's a bit different here with our state stuff. Even though a majority of it is state run, it is in the market. It's interesting, I guess. Yeah, I'd be very interested to know how it is.
Well,
in the US.
There's like state housing, and then there's like different branches of like privatization. So there's state-run homes, and then there's like group homes. So for different like categories. So
shouldn't that have been who got the test? Like, I know everyone couldn't go and flock and get tests, but shouldn't that have been readily available to people who are working in hospitals or with elderly people? I mean, if you start sneezing or coughing, you should be able to get tested for it because they need to know right away to protect everyone.
Definitely if you're symptomatic, but I think they were discouraging people. There was a worry at one time that there wasn't going to be enough testing. So they were sort of discouraging everyone from running to get tested, and they were like, only if you really are like meeting certain criteria should you exhaust a test for that.
Well, there wasn't any here either. I mean, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
And I think it still is, like we couldn't open up here in central New York because we didn't meet testing criteria.
But it's a competition for Trump, though. We've all seen that, yeah.
I think that's
testing the most, yeah. So he says, yeah.
Whole presidency.
She brought up Peach Blossom. You're going to get Jeffrey going, Sandy.
Well, it's not even really him. It's not just him, though. It's Nancy Pelosi. It's all of them. Everybody kind of in politics, it's about who's got the biggest dick and who's got the best Botox, who's got the best weave. It's not about...
It's become a circus, hey?
Yeah, it really is. The biggest reality show. It's a fucking joke. None of
it's
them
not
care.
too dissimilar here. Absolutely. Like we have our premiers, right, for each state and territory. And each time that they're doing their press release and they're, discussing testing or, new cases, they will talk about how well their state is testing and how they're ahead of other, nations. And it's like, we don't give a fuck, we just want everyone to,
you're mad?
We just want to get better.
My God, Marie, you got to start to, I've been getting on the Facebook Live thing. You know how guys, you can get on that little app on the Facebook and you click like the watch thing, right? So if you kind of like skip through a few videos, it hits live, right? So you go through and I like found some channels where I get Australian news. So I started watching Australian news. There is the hottest guys in government in Australia. I'm like, yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I'd fuck them all. Every last one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, Luke, I was like, Luke, who's this? Who's this? I'll fuck him. Luke, who's this? Who's this? I'll fuck him.
Steve Miles? What about Steve Miles? I mean, he's the health minister for Queensland. He's a younger guy. Is that who you're thinking of?
Who's some of the men I've sent you that I'm like,
I don't know. Like I'm terrible at politics. I'm sorry. I only know just a few, like the figureheads, like our premier, Pauline.
Mark
I
McGowan?
don't know, but I'm like, Australia, it looks hot as fuck. I'm thinking it's time for a change. Give me the kangaroos and the...
At my dad's funeral, Jeffrey was videotaping the guy who was in charge of who owns the funeral home. So we're sitting there, we're talking to him, and next thing we see is this guy buffing the hearse, and Jeffrey's watching him, like videoing him the whole time.
Oh my god,
Oh, yeah,
Jeffrey,
total, like,
time and place.
Total pound me too. Like, I'm like, you know, pound
Listen,
me too, hashtag movement.
But
going
not
down.
only Jeffrey, all my aunts and everyone were flirting with him, giddy, like he's a good looking guy. And they were all like, this is at my dad's funeral. Yeah. Yeah.
Disgraceful, Jeffrey.
I seriously question your taste level, Jeffrey. Pete, I mean, buddy, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with your profile picture. So, why you got pictures of little girls?
Oh no!
What the fuck you doing? And you want to talk about my taste level?
Oh, come on! I think we needed pictures of these people, but I don't have access to them right now. Because then we could go through. You know, we could do a hot or not.
Okay. So wait, we're talking about Peggys. So all of a sudden, I look up. Peggys is there buffing the hearse, right? He's just buffing it, you know. And he's bending over, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I look over and realize all the aunts and everybody's watching him, and they're like, hey. So I'm like, all right, girls, check this out. So everybody's like watching, just buffing it. Meanwhile, though, I'm on my phone, right? Outside doing my bad habit. I'm talking shit about him buffing it, catching the view. I'm not thinking about the iPad in the room with the dead body.
The priest.
With the rest of the family. And dude's wife. Talking shit about
Were
her
you
husband.
live broadcasting this?
Yes. So meanwhile, like, I don't know where the wife is. And I'm talking about, and then my uncle's like, oh, he's straight, Jeffrey. And I'm like, that ain't stopped me before.
Oh my god.
The priest was in there near the iPad, remember?
Maybe. He could have been at that time.
Yes.
Yeah. Bitch, I don't care. I got no shame. None. At least he know. And you know what?
Well,
I was like, yeah.
Call me, Jerry. Call me.
He's a really nice guy. And, you know, I think he comes across as flirty, I would say. Because my aunt swears that he implied while they were picking out the casket that he was going to marry her in their next life or something.
I can't. You talk about me being this bitch. Look at her telling business.
Yes. I was like, she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. Like, what are we talking about here? Oh, it was funny. It was funny for sure.
Everybody in the whole family want to bang the dead dude or the dead, you know, the guy that works with the dead people.
Yes, and he works with dead bodies, like, and it's like, kind of creepy, and they're all like, "Oh, he's so hot." Like, I'm just like, okay.
Speaking of promiscuity, didn't you want to bring up today, Jeff? Didn't you want to bring up today, cheating as well? You wanted to discuss that, yeah?
But wait, here's the thing, James.
People who cheat on their partners.
No, there was something else about a live video though. What the hell was it about? Oh my god. You guys missed it. So I don't know if you heard about this or not, right? Before we get into a serious topic. So, you know, I'm so fucking nosy, right? So I love it when two people start fighting on Facebook. I am all up in it. I'm dedicated. I'm a follower. Like, I'll go and friend request the other person if we're not friends. So I get the whole scoop and then go travel on their wall and look what their friends got to say. Like, I'm invested. I'll friend request their friends to see what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, my friend, he posted some shit about this chick who said some shit about a cat. And it was crazy. There was like thousands of comments. I was reading comments for over an hour and wasn't even finished. And she shut it down. So it's nuts. So all week I've been tagging them in shit. Like, yo, look at these two bitches is fighting. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Whatever. So I'm in the Facebook watch live thing. Right? And you can watch live videos of whatever's live on Facebook. You can go into some doozies. So all of a sudden, it's this chick, right? She's out of her mind. Out of her mind. Now, normally, I'd be like, oh, this ain't good. Somebody needed to call somebody. But this has been going on for a minute. So clearly, somebody's already taking care of business. So I'm just here to enjoy the show. Jerry Springer ain't on no more. I don't care. Fuck you. You can judge me all you want. Email somebody who cares. I don't care. Judge me. You can add me on Twitter. Fuck Facebook me. Fuck off. Don't care. So this bitch is cracked out her mind. Looked like she on some drugs, but drinking. I don't know. But she messed. Somebody called her on the phone and she's like, yo, tell him I'm a celebrity. I'm a millionaire. Just come over here. All right? Or I'll come to you, whatever. I'm like, what is going on? It looks like she's in a hotel room. People are commenting all kinds of crazy shit. She kind of messed up. And then she's swinging and dancing, doing all kinds of shows for us. What if somebody starts hollering at the door and she be yelling shit? I don't know who's down there. Is somebody doing Say Anything? I think somebody's doing Say Anything for me down in the thing. Oh my God, somebody's doing Say Anything down in the yard.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Stefan? Oh. James, go look.
Oh my gosh, hang on.
Is that Stefan? I think it really is. I think he's got a boom box right now out in the yard doing Say Anything. Because I see the flashlight.
Oh my God, they are.
What is he playing?
Oh my God, something. I don't know. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. I legit couldn't hear the music, but they were totally doing something over by the window, and I really hope they didn't just wake the boys up.
Oh, those sons of bitches. Payback's a motherfucker.
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about how when your cousin Dale came to your house, you were spraying disinfectant out the window at him? Do you have an issue with people coming to your house with COVID-19 right now?
Well, I'm just saying, he like a virus. So I figured, might as well. Bleach kills viruses, so I figured maybe.
James is like, what is all over the wall? Like, why is there stuff all over? And Jeffrey's like, oh, I was, would you say you were spraying it, killing a virus?
Bleach,
so
yeah. I was trying to get rid of a virus. Because he was in a situation.
Was that because Trump told you to use bleach?
No, this is way before that. It's because he's a virus.
Oh boy.
And I've tried many other ways to get rid of him.
This whole thing's just sidetracked again. Because
it is.
You did want to talk about cheating, Jeffrey. People who cheat. What's the mentality?
Listen. This crackhead put us in the drawer when the drug dealer showed up. So she's cutting up the drugs. You can hear her like slicing up the drugs. And people are losing their mind. So she's talking to the drug dealer and gives her phone number out. People start calling her ass left and right. And start fucking pranking her ass. Telling her all kinds of shit while we're in the drawer. And she finally catches on after like 10 minutes that it's us in the drawer calling her. So she whips open the drawer and starts cussing us out and tells us to stop calling her. Or she gonna fucking end the Facebook Live and we won't get to listen to her do drugs no more.
Oh my God.
Like, it was the greatest fucking loser. She's a fucking genius. Like, if you're going to be a drug addict, at least turn it into a profitable experience. She is paying for her fucking habit.
She's going to get arrested.
Absolutely. But bitch is going to have bail money.
Oh my God.
Genius. And they like, she had a nickname. They all knew it. They called her whatever her fucking name was. Like, she had an audience. Motherfucker had like 700 people in there. They fucking knew her. They were, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is, I'm like, this is genius. Like, why couldn't I be 20 again? Like, oh my God.
Cindy, you found your new favorite thing. Facebook Live videos of drug
bet your
addicts.
ass I followed her. I'm like, I was riveted because the people commenting while we're in the drawer was the show in itself. I mean, it was the greatest fucking thing I've ever, like, you could hear her fucking cutting up the drugs and the shit she was saying to the drug dealer was just, and then they were talking about her hooking. And she was like, well, maybe I sucked out there. I mean, it was just insane. And then she's like, these people are listening. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about them. I mean, it was just, and James like kept coming in and out. He's like, are you still watching that? Like, it was going on. I mean, the video fucking was like almost 3 hours. That she had this live thing going on and people were just fucking hooked. I'm like, how?
It only can happen right. It only makes sense right now because people have nothing to do because everyone's in the house. Because I would not spend 3 hours doing that. Like I couldn't. And this is the same guy who said my sisters have not been getting along, and we were having a family get together. And he goes, "If you don't put me on FaceTime if they start fighting, I'll never fucking forgive you again." So he's like, I'll be waiting by my phone. He's like, just prop me up somewhere so I can watch it. And I was like, well, I don't know that they're going to get into it, but I promise. So they had to come into contact with each other. And I'm thinking, oh shit, where's my phone? Jeffrey's going to kill me if I don't get him on the phone while they're arguing or whatever. But yeah, he loves the drama. He wants to call everyone on three-way. He wants to be included in everything. So that's totally Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you live for drama, Jeff. He loves it.
Nosy bitch. I don't want to be in it though. Like I don't want it in my life. Like me. But I love everybody. Like I love hearing about it. And it's all, I'll tell you whose fault it is. I'll call his ass out right now. Anthony Sacco. You can look him up. He'll be so mad. I told you. It's his fault. It's his fault. He made me that way when I worked for him at Charades out in Syracuse. We would sit at the bar and make fun of people. We were mean girls. And it didn't matter if you didn't like us because we were mean girls because you couldn't sit at our fucking table anyways.
Oh my gosh.
It's still fucking true. I don't care. At least I'll tell you the truth.
But you've been that way your whole life, so it doesn't. For me, it's just who you are. Like, and sometimes he says some really crazy stuff, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt because that was just a little left, So yeah,
I do have to give it to Jeff though. It's always entertaining.
Yes.
You never know what's coming out of that mouth next.
No.
And you just sometimes you're just bracing yourself. You're like, like I'm gonna have anxiety from doing these shows. I'm like, where's he gonna go? What's he gonna say next?
Just don't have him on speakerphone. Just be careful if you're out anywhere and you have him on speakerphone because there's been plenty of times I was talking to him and I was like, oh shit, like that. I know where that conversation's going. Let me not let people listen.
Here's the thing. Like if you tell me or if I hear that I'm on speakerphone and I know you're in public, like
he's gonna do it anyway.
Right.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
That's gonna purposely like set me up to like Come on. Because fuck you. Because here's the thing. I know if I'm in public and I'm on speakerphone with one of you bitches, you're totally doing it to me. So fuck you.
Well, did you still want to do your topic about people who cheat, or do you reckon leave that for another time?
Lucas, like, let's stay on topic for once. Can we stay on topic just one time? Just one show.
Like, I wish I could just oh, wait, no, it's this way. Like, the Clarissa explains it all, like,
oh, push me off.
We always be staying on topic. These bitches. Okay, no, because there's many things to talk about. So here's the thing: we're gonna start doing 3 WAP bitches, who like to talk about dick. It's true. Look at Luke. He's like, "What is this? What? I'm Australian."
It's taken a bad turn again already.
Listen, and here's the thing: if you talk to this bitch off the show, he's the most foul-mouthed whore bag, so improper. Yes.
I'm a good boy, Marie. He's exaggerating.
Marie, he is such a White Claw drinking white trash bitch. It ain't even funny. Like, I'll tell you what. Like, I was so horrified when he got here. Like, I'm like, how bad could it be? He's a nurse. This bitch was at Walmart every fucking 5 hours going to buy some more junk food and White Claws.
No. It was Walmart and it was McDonald's. He had to have his McChickens.
Yeah, my dollar McChicken. Oh, yummy.
Yeah. Which does not sound like a bad idea tonight.
And Wendy's too. Remember, we were doing often a trip through Wendy's.
Listen, you have Chick-fil-A. Do you have Chick-fil-A in Australia?
No, like, not here.
Oh my God, it's like the best. Like
they hate the gays.
Like, do you have Chick-fil-A at?
Chick-fil-A is still good. They can hate the gays all they want.
Is it in Syracuse? Do you have one in Syracuse?
Yeah. There's
one in Syracuse. Me, please.
Oh, I will.
Please.
Totally will. I don't care if they hate the gays.
I need to eat all this fried food. Yeah. Who doesn't hate gays?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a
hate
fucking
gays.
hypocrite. I don't give a fuck. This is like Hobby Lobby, bitch. I don't care if you don't care about abortion or you don't want to pay for it. I don't care if you hate the gays. I like your shit.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean,
okay.
I'm a hypocrite.
We did just get a comment in our chat room that's from a woman named Peggy that says, "Hi, you look like an intelligent group. I have a question, please."
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And I'm
She's wrong already. You're wrong, Peggy.
Peggy what?
But go ahead.
Peggy what?
Let's hear it, Peggy. we might be on a slight delay, but
I want to know the last name. Does she work for NAFTA?
No, it's not Peggy Howell.
That would have been amazing. Oh, we got to talk about that.
Peggy.
Yeah. Okay, what kind of while we're waiting for Peggy. So, okay, kids. So we got this sex show coming up. Well, actually, I'll let Lou talk about that, right? And then I'll say how it connects to what I gotta say.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so I've finished editing the show. It took me a little bit longer than I hoped.
So if it looks like shit, it's Luke's fault.
It is.
I'm just kidding.
I watched it. Hold on. I watched it and it doesn't look bad.
It's okay. And I managed to pad it out, like give it some extra stuff that we're able to do after the fact. So I think it works well. My trailer is a little bit misleading. It's like, but that's the nature of, advertising.
Yeah, it's a lot of graphics.
But yeah, no, that's upcoming. And we were joined by Jenny Ketchum, who is an author. She was a pornographic actress under the name Penny Flame, who was quite a prominent star in the industry back in the day. I think she retired from the industry about 2012. And that's what she says that. She's like, Penny Flame will be 26 forever. So she was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed kicking it with Jenny.
For her fucking thing yet?
Yeah, the Phone Zone Challenge as well. Can you bang that over quickly, James? Because we've all signed up. I've just still got to do my Zoom message, my Zoom meeting with Katie, the girl that's like the assistant. Every time we arrange a time, it's not working out. So I don't know. I've just told her, look, just email me and we'll just arrange it like as best we can because of the time difference here. It's really hard. I think like 8 a.m. over there is like 1 a.m. here or something ridiculous.
They're in LA, so they're 3 different.
I'm going to, Debbie. I promise. I'm going to read her question.
Okay. But yeah, so
go ahead.
Yeah, join up the Phone Zone Challenge, guys. It's phonezonechallenge.com. Participate in the study. It's sort of teaching people like mindfulness about, not just living on your phones and being, we're all addicted to it right now. I think it's just the nature of the COVID probably hasn't helped, but we're just living on social media a little bit. I think Jeffrey definitely needs this intervention. And it's 30 days. It's got some stuff in there like, practicing some meditations. You've got limited times you're allowed to use your phone. Like you set yourself times where you can use it. So you're not completely cold turkey and you're using it for things you do.
Clearly you didn't read the instructions. So anyways, the showgirls the show with the hooker. It's gonna be great. It's fantastic. Make sure you check
that's
out
terrible.
the promo. What?
Can we play the promo quickly?
Oh,
yeah.
Can we? Oh, yay. Marie,
on this special edition of Uncensored Radio.
Best boobs in Central Queensland. Haven't had anyone prove me wrong yet.
Very misleading.
We had another one. No, there was another one.
It was all graphic.
That was the only one that was on YouTube.
Marie, I see a homo in the background. I thought I saw homo.
Oh, you did. Oh, shit. Sorry, hang on.
I did.
Sorry.
Thank you, James.
I only saw that one. Sorry.
Thanks, James. And sorry, Peggy. We will get to you.
We're such a first-rate show.
Stop it, Jeffrey.
Hang on. God damn it.
These are some wings.
I thought what I saw was the sex show, so I didn't see Treaser.
I did too.
Trey,
what are you talking about?
God damn it.
He messed up.
I
don't know what's happening. Oh Lord, here we go again. We're gonna see some ass licking comments. Oh, this is gonna be good, kids.
Or knowing risks. Some examples of this, particularly in the pornography.
Riveting, Luke. Riveting.
Prolapsed anus.
Jenny.
Oh, she's leaving, girl. She's like, I'm fucking done with y'all yokels.
Coming up this week on Uncensored Radio.
Wow, that's a whole lot of theme song.
It was. I had to really put something quickly together. Leave me alone. I work shift.
Jeffrey, you say you used to be a mean girl. You are still a mean girl.
Oh, he's terrible.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, it's just so mean.
Look, it just naturally trips off my tongue.
This is Peggys Question. And I'm just going to put it on the screen. So we're just going to show it on screen here.
Okay. I'm not entering into that. I'm sorry, Peggy. That's filth.
Oh my God, I love it. I pierced my clit and I linked it to my ass with a milk jug ring. I decided to name it the Clitbert.
Yeah.
Do you think I can patent it? If I get diarrhea, will it get infected? Will Trump lick it?
Yeah, will Trump lick it?
Peggy.
Wow, is that her face? Do you think that's a real profile?
It has to be satire, but Peggy, you've got a lot of issues, and I think getting diarrhea or a UTI is very low on the list of your problems.
Want to see
oh my God! Like seriously, I'm loving the comments that she's posting in the chat room. Like,
I just want to see a lady that looks like that actually say that.
I was just wondering because I don't want to break any patent laws.
I don't know. Maybe if Sandy was still here, she could probably arrange some counselling for you, or go through Seattle anxiety, Peggy, because I think
I want to become Arby's for Halloween, like the Arby's classic roast beef sandwich.
No, I can't deal with this woman. It's too.
Okay, Blondie, get it over with. Let's go. Excuse me, I'm old as fuck. I don't have all day.
Look at Marie. She's going to pass out. She can't handle the ball.
Well, that's true, Peggy. You will be dead sooner than us.
So wait, Luke.
I just really...
Oh, my God. So listen. Marie and I were talking because we have like crazy weird allergies. We have weird phobias. Like my mother used to take us camping as kids and we like would freak out about bugs. And Marie was like, oh, I'd love to go to Australia. And then she was telling me about this and she was showing me Marie.
Yeah, no, I saw this. I was like, I would love to go to Australia. And so then I saw this post on Facebook where it was like, I always wanted to go to Australia and then saw like the kind of bugs and stuff that you have over there. And I was like, I can't. We have those flying palmetto bugs and I run like and scream like and break brooms and like literally about have a heart attack over it. So I sent James some pictures of what you supposedly have over there, Luke. So we were wanting to know if it's true. So we got to see. Look at the pictures.
All right.
Hell no.
Hercules moth.
Hell fucking no.
I've never seen one of those, but it's Northern Australia. There you go, that's why. Because I live in Central.
It's endemic to New Guinea and Northern Australia. It has a wingspan of 27 centimeters, making it the largest moth found in Australia, and its wings have the largest documented surface area, 300 square centimeters of any living insect.
Jeffrey's face.
It's as big as his fucking head, bitch. If I saw that fucking thing, I would crash my car. I mean, I would hit old lady. I mean, it would just, I'll fucking die.
Okay, the spiders.
Spiders.
Let's have a look at spiders.
Yeah, but how big is that?
You've seen those?
I can't really.
Yeah, I've seen one before.
I've seen Black Widows.
It's the deadliest spider in Australia. It's found in suburban neighborhoods of Sydney. Like, it's deadly. Like, I would die.
Yeah, we have so many things. Like snakes are really bad here too.
I asked you that, Jeffrey, if they get snakes in their toilets, if that's true. Like, you sit down and there'd be like a snake in your toilet.
Probably if you're a bit more rural, yeah. Like once, my sister and I were, because we lived a little bit out of town, and I was holding open a screen door for my sister while she was getting her shoes on. We were going into town. I'm like, oh, hurry up. And then as she started to walk out, I realized there was this huge brown snake coiled through the screen door, and I couldn't even say anything because I was just like shocked. And as she come walking out of the house, it lunged for her and it missed her, thank God. And it like hit the ground and slithered straight off. But it happened so quickly. And it was like, after something frightening like it happens, like then all your adrenaline hits after the fact and you're just like, oh. Yeah, but that's common stuff. Like my mother would find them always behind the washing machine. She's terrified of snakes. She'd be running.
No. Look at Jeffrey.
And you know that scene from The Craft when all the snakes are hanging from like the thing? That actually happened at our house.
Oh, no. No.
You still want to come to Australia?
No.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's warm.
Nah, bitch.
The attractive politicians don't really do it for you anymore.
Bitch, I will be walking around with a motherfucking machete. I don't give a fuck where I am. I'll be in the grocery store like I'm fucking in the Outback, okay? Like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere without the machete. Kids, here. Gabe, I don't care. You only 4 years old. Here's the machete for you, honey. It is. I don't care if you're black and 9 years old and we in fucking a foreign country. You ain't going nowhere without a machete. Tyler, I know you're gay and you kind of a little pussy-ish, but you're going to need a machete, honey.
That's right.
Because there's snakes, bitch. You're going to die. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
We can't fuck with this place. Machete use kids.
Oh, my God.
What about that centipede? I can't.
The
centipede?
The centipede?
Oh, hell fucking no.
Do you see those?
No.
I've seen centipedes before, but not as common. But I've seen them.
No.
Like that?
That one looks particularly
What the fuck
massive,
is that?
though.
That's not natural. That's something not from here. That can't be from Earth.
What if you went to the bathroom at night and that was in your bathroom? I wouldn't be able to go pee. I would just have to hold it.
I'd be dead.
They brought that back from the moon. That's not.
I remember I had a huge once I was in the shower and on the shower screen this huge shadow just come over. It was like a scene from Arachnophobia, and it was a massive spider just sitting on the glass. And I had to stay in the shower for like an hour because no one could help me. I'm like yelling, someone help!
Fuck that!
No, because there's another spider that has really long legs that I sent you. It's like black, and it said it's really common over there, and I was like, I can't.
Do you guys get huntsman spiders? Oh yeah, that one I've seen outside. Yeah, I walk through those webs all the time. They're everywhere like right now, and they like stuck on your face, crawling on your face, and you're like.
No. Oh, fuck, no. No, they can eat a baby.
It said it eats small birds. It said it can eat small birds.
It says it's the size of a bird.
And you've seen those. I don't. I can't. I just. Ugh.
You've seen one of those, Luke?
You know,
I have.
I've seen memes on Facebook that said when God was creating the world and when he created Australia, that was his dark period because of all of the
everything that could kill you.
Yeah, all of the things that can kill you down there.
Nah, we have deadly animals. You guys have guns, so you know. And Peggy's got clitoral piercings, so they're probably going to kill her with a secondary infection. So yeah.
No wonder why Luke's like, yeah, I'll move to America. I could see why.
Yeah.
I would run. It's a good thing I can sprint. I would run.
Why? The more I think about it, I think about Nancy Pelosi's face and that other fucking dude that stands next to her time to time. And I don't ever know what it's going to look like. And then I think of Peach Blossom. You know what? That's Spider. Not such a bad gig.
Leave little Peachy alone. Are you saying he's a more deadly predator than
all those fucking things?
Fawn?
Yes.
Him and Nancy Pelosi and whatever the fuck that tall motherfucker that stood next to her, you can't tell, like their faces changed on the regular. Who that dude? What's his name?
Okay, so Jeff, if Nancy Pelosi and Peach Blossom are hanging over a volcano on a, you know, both on a rope, but you can only save one. Who are you cutting into the lava?
Both of them.
Oh, we lost Marie. Oh no. It's them centipedes, man. They got her. I know who she is.
Oh, bitch. Where's Rebe? Where's Rebe? Centipede. You remember that shit?
I was fine the whole time, and now all of a sudden it started to act up. That was me.
Well, guess what, though, Marie? We made it to the end, though, so we're okay. We got to the show.
I know. I'm like 5 minutes to go, and I was listening to Luke, and I'm like, he's frozen. What happened?
No, honey, that's just what his face looks like on a regular basis from all that Botox.
Oh.
He has
I haven't had Botox, but I really want to get some, or fillers. I want to try it. Would you guys ever get it done?
I'm too allergic to everything. I have too many allergies. I'd probably die. I would probably
All right,
die.
well, how about I'll even do a video of them injecting me, and we'll put it up on the YouTube.
Well, I want to go learn how to slaughter animals, and I want to do a video on that.
Oh,
like
you are sick. You are sick.
I can barely eat meat.
So why do you want to kill an animal?
Well, because I feel like right now it's important to probably learn. So I figure why not for entertainment value go against all of my principles and values.
What are you
and
going to kill?
Learn a useful skill. Probably a pig.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to call it.
No.
I'm like, I don't know if I'll throw up. I'll cry. Like, I have no idea. And the thing is, I'm going to force myself to get to know the pig first.
Oh, that's sick. You are sick.
You are so full of crap.
I swear to God, I'm trying to set this up. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm trying to set it. Go look at my Facebook page. You'll be able to see who it is. You probably know him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, when are you going to do this?
I'm trying to like hook it up because there's so many pigs for free, right? Cows and shit. I called my Aunt Rosie. I was like, you still got that horse trailer? Let's go pick up the free pigs and cows. It's like, we'll start, killing them.
I'm actually a little bit mortified. Like, really?
I'm like, let's go save all the local businesses.
Listen, I heard pigs that are raised for slaughter are really mean, especially the male pigs. Like they become Cherie tried that for a little while, and they were mean as hell. Like them pigs were real mean.
Then I really won't have a problem killing them, will I?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I'll be like, fuck you, Wilbur. Pop.
Oh boy.
Oh. I can't kill an animal.
Like that motherfucker come attacking me, you just gonna see me be like,
No, because I've been trying to start all this. Like, I still eat meat myself, but I'm trying to cut it way back, and I'm trying a lot of Christine's vegan options of stuff, and the meals are really beautiful.
No, me too.
Then you're going to go and do this.
Well, because my thing is it's not about like going to like kill an animal just to kill an animal. You know what I mean?
You're going to eat it.
Yeah,
obviously.
Like, it's about learning a skill, and I'm filming it for the show, but I genuinely want to learn
how to be a butcher.
I think the slaughter process.
Yeah.
The slaughter process with the pig's a little bit more complicated. I remember I watched a show, it was called Kill It, Cook It, Eat It, and they would take all these people into like an abattoir, and it was like vegetarians as well as meat eaters, and they'd actually have to kill an animal and then eat it. And it was exactly what we're going to see with you, Jeff, like crying on the floor and vomiting, and passing out. And I'm excited for that part of you.
Yeah. I know. I don't know.
I really don't know if I want to see.
You got to have a cooler to hang the meat in. I'm like, excuse me? So I was like, I know somebody that's got a walk-in cooler. Like, hold on, let me make a call. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, bitch.
I will tell you, I watched an episode of How It's Made once, and I watched how they made chicken nuggets, and for the longest time, couldn't make chicken nuggets after that.
I used to terrorize.
Don't do it.
My
Just
teenage spouse. I used to send them pictures of the chicken going around in the machine and be like, "You want chicken nuggets now, bitch? We ain't going to fucking McDonald's."
My husband spearfishes, so he records it. So he goes down in full scuba gear and he shoots them under the water with sharks and Goliath groupers and everything else, and then they put him in a cage under the water because the sharks are circling, going after them. And then he comes home, he cleans them and does all that, and he makes me fresh fish that he just shot. And
wait, see, I could do that. I can kill a fish and I can eat fish fine in good conscience.
Big fish.
I think I could even
murderer.
Probably kill a chicken if I had to. Like if I had to do it. But nothing, and I couldn't. No, the pig and the cows and that. No, I don't know, Jeffrey, how I feel.
Cows are so cute. I know.
Marie, does he go down with a Cuba tank or a Norco?
Yeah. No. He has a tank. He has a tank. He has air.
Shout out to Ralphie May.
Because of the Norco.
Ralphie May.
Oh, I remember the Cuba down.
I can't. Every time I hear it.
Oh my
it's a group of firefighters, police officers, military guys, bunch of dudes that go on a boat and they go and kill things.
Will you tell my new favorite Metro cousin-in-law? I want to go spear fishing with him, but I don't want to chuck the spear. I just want to go along for the swim.
For the swim, okay, with sharks. Sharks,
yeah. No, that I would like. Well, yeah, because obviously
we need to send you down to GoPro because then we'll get some good entertainment. Jeffrey screaming like a woman underwater.
No, they all wear GoPros and they record what they're doing down there and everything. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm like,
don't get it confused, bitch. I'll bring a spear. Because let me tell you what. Right. Jaws come chomping near me, motherfucker. I'm getting that bitch in the eyeball.
Usually, if there's too many sharks, they'll move to a different dive area.
I don't give a fuck what Florida law is. If fucking Jaws come chomping near me, I don't care if I'm in his home or not. Bitch gotta go.
Well, I don't think there's anything against killing sharks. I don't think so. I know Goliath groupers are. You're not allowed to mess with them at all. That they're protected. So you'd have to. It's a Goliath grouper. It's a massive grouper. Felix said he's like the size of a love seat. And they will come harassing you for your fish. And they clang their tongues and make a like metal clanging noise. Like
yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen.
They eat baby sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
So they deal with that down there because they have fish and he wants their fish. So they had to have a different system, like a cage down there, because they were getting chased up to the boat by sharks and stuff for the fish.
Gosh. Haven't they seen that movie with Mandy Moore?
I know.
Sharks are my fear. I can deal with a snake or a spider. You put me in the water with the shark, I'll be dead. The shark don't even have to look at me. I'll be just dead.
Well, these guys,
my soul will be gone.
They're all like cops and firefighters. They're all thrill-seeking kind of people, so they like that stuff. I tell them have fun. Good thing they all got life insurance policies on them. That's what I'm thinking. Because it's dangerous.
I think that is probably the one like thrill-seeking thing like I could handle.
Not me. I'm not doing it.
I think set it up, Jeff. Let's watch.
That and killing a pig.
Oh,
but you have to take. You'd have to take a scuba class though, because you have to know how to breathe. You have to know that you can't come up right away. You have to, so you don't get the bends. Like there's a lot to it. You have to wear fins because you have to be able to come up.
You didn't see that picture that went viral of me with my scuba tank at Wegmans?
No. Oh.
Okay, well, we'll put that up on the page.
Yeah. All right, kids. Well, this has been fun. That went quick.
Did we not talk about our topics again? We didn't talk about our topics.
Oh, but with Jenny Ketchum. So the thing with that is, so on top of you can go check the sex worker show out. When is it being dropped?
James, you're dropping it whenever you want to.
Okay. It'll be out tomorrow.
Yay.
Okay.
So it'll be out tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. So tomorrow at 7. Also, if you check up on our YouTube channel, which you can go subscribe to at youtube.com/uncensored radio, the Jake Pentland Show, old rewinds of that, which is still crazy, like relevant to today's time. He had an interview with Jenny Ketchum. You can check out, which was fantastic. And then you can catch out. What can't I speak?
Catch up with all of his old shows on our YouTube channel.
I just can't be bothered. So yeah, you could check out all his old interviews. His mom calling and screaming at him's out there. It's pretty good. His first, second, third interview or shows are up there. Go check them out. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
they're actually fantastic.
Will be up tomorrow. So
yeah, excellent. And will we try and stream it live as well once it's published on YouTube? Like play it as a live video through Facebook?
What?
We can do that because Jeffrey's obsessed with live videos now. Broadcast it live.
They will be shared on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Facebook.com/ My Uncensored Radio.
No, he's talking about the sex worker shit, right?
Yeah. How to you can broadcast a video that's on YouTube but live through Facebook. It's possible. I'm making more work for you.
I will figure out how that's possible, and
Jeffrey's face.
We will make it work. One way or another.
Look at Luke. He's all mad. He's like,
Luke. Jaluk. Oh, you already have it uploaded. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following us on all of our social medias, Twitter and Instagram at Live UCR.
You think you would have had that, after you got it pounded out this morning, got that kitty punch, man? Like you'd be a little.
Oh, let's run the credits. Roll those credits, Jay.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.